What's up, Crocs and Clown members, Pokemon fans, and other shows about this video. Today we're here to talk about episode 36 of Pokemon Horizons. Okay, we are finally back. Well, you guys are not really like noticing the change because I'm doing these episode reviews back to back to back. When they're uploaded, obviously right now I'm recording them sporadically because I'm trying to get them all cut up every time I get a chance. But anyways, that's besides the point. Episode 36 was a nice filler episode. I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't too bad. It was. I want to say it gave Dot a little bit of the spotlight here because she's technically the one that caused all the events of the episode to happen. But they also gave some time to Liko and Roy. Well, mainly Liko, not so much Roy, but some time in the spotlight as well because they're dealing with an Oinkoloing. I think that's the way you say it. I don't know how to pronounce the name of the Pokemon. It's Lechunk's evolution, okay? The meme Pokemon from Gen 9, yeah, the evolution for that one. I gotta admit, when they first initially said the name in Japanese, it was like perfume something, right? So in my mind, I'm like, okay, well, there's Aromatisse, who's a perfume. And then because of the way they were making it sound like it was all poofy and shit, I thought they were talking about Furfrou. So it's color me surprised when they talk about an entire town dedicated to pig type Pokemon. Which again, like, how do you know what a pig is? Okay, do we have regular animals in the Pokemon world? And so like, but we never see them. So they're like, oh well, these Pokemon look like pigs, like the ones that we eat on a daily basis or something like that. I don't fucking know. That's one of those weird, like, Pokemon universe stuff that we never really think about until stuff happens. But they're like, it's literally just a town dedicated to pig-type Pokemon. Like, Pokemon that look like pigs, basically. So, yeah, like Mankeys and Primates, which are... I've never considered them pigs, but I guess you can kind of make the leap just because of their nose. I guess that might be the reason why they did it. But then, yeah, like Pignite, and Emboar and fucking Spoink and Grumpig and shit like that. So like it's literally a town dedicated to that, and they have this like special like tag battle event thing that they do every once in a while. And the character of the day is this one girl who's like a super fan of Gurming, which is Dot, as we all know. And basically Dot is doing like a live stream, and they ask like, I want to participate in this tag battle, but my Oinkoloing is like not trying to get along with anybody and is really difficult. So then Dot basically shoved Liko into the way because she's like, oh, I know somebody that can help me with this. And they literally send Liko and Roy out there to help the girl with this issue that she's having. And it's not like Oinkoloing doesn't want to participate in the tag battle. It's just that she wants to, because the female one, she wants to participate with a specific partner, which is a male Oinkoloing that belongs to the childhood friend of her trainer. And they do the typical like childhood friends that like each other but they don't want to admit it. So like the chick acts like a straight up tsundere the whole fucking time, which was hilarious but also infuriating a little bit because she's not taking Oinkoloing's feelings into consideration. And I'm pretty sure that's one of the reasons why the male Oinkoloing wasn't like up to the task of like participating in it. Because like in his mind, his trainer and her trainer hate each other, right? They don't like each other, even though they used to be friends. I'm assuming they were both Lechunks at some point, and when they were younger. But for some reason now they have this like disdain for each other, and then he's sensing that. And at the same time, he's also a pompous prick because he's like, oh, I can have any partner I want because everybody adores me because of the scent that I produce, right? Because there are like these fancy ass fucking pigs that smell like flowers and shit. So the male Oinkoloing is like, I ain't having none of this, and basically it becomes like a way to try to get the female Oinkoloing to do something to get the attention of the male one. And I should probably say their names because it's probably easier than saying the male and female Oinkoloing. It's like Twirly and Prince. Those are the names of the two fucking pigs. So they like gave her a bath and everything and taught her how to like do some cutesy like movements and stuff just to try to get like Prince to fall for her or some shit. And the crazy part is it doesn't work, right? It doesn't work, which I honestly expected it. What I was not expecting, or what completely caught me off guard, is Quaxley out here breakdancing and shit, which was awesome. Honestly, the highlight of the episode, because I love Quaxley. Okay, Quaxley is like my favorite Gen 9 starter, as you guys know. And if you remember from my my rankings of the starters, Quavo was like way up there in terms of my favorite starters. So like, it's a mod I really love, and we really haven't had too much time with it in the vicinity, like as a chance to like show himself off, because of the fact that it's technically speaking in the Liko and Roy show, so we get more Spaghettito and Fuecoco action, which I'm hoping changes. And I think I've seen and heard things around that, and like Dot does more in the future episodes that I haven't watched yet. I'm really looking forward to those. I want to see more of Quaxley. So he just started dancing up on this on Prince, like, yo, like, I'm out here, I'm the best, okay? I got my moves that nobody knows about, and just starts, like, literally enamoring all the females that are around the vicinity, because, like, I got the moves. And the Oinko, like, Prince gets mad. He gets salty, so he, like sprays Quaxley with this fucking sand shit. And then Twirly's like, nah, I ain't having that, like, tackles him to the fucking ground, which was admittedly deserved, okay? And then, like, the only issue I have with this episode, besides the fact it was just like a random, irrelevant filler episode, they did something that I have despised in the past, and it would be hypocritical of me to not do it again. I don't like when stuff finishes off screen, okay? I don't like it because it forces you to try to create a scenario in your head, right? Instead, and while in some scenarios, in some shows that's warranted, in a show like Pokemon, I don't think it's a good thing to show, because it shows a lack of progress in the long term, right? Because of the way the characters are set up and the fact that it's all about the Pokemon. When you don't show conclusions, you don't see the progression, right? So I'm upset that the double battle that they had, you know, Liko and Roy, and then the two characters with the two Oinkolings, they don't show what happens at the end. We can infer that the Oinkoling trainers won, because then they show them winning the whole fucking tag battle thing. So we can infer that, but I don't like inferring that, because they could have easily just had been like Liko and Roy, who technically speaking have more experience battling together than these two other clowns. So like, they won, then give them pointers, and that helps them win. So that's the one thing I don't like, is the uncertainty, okay? Because both scenarios are viable, right? They won, which means their teaming is good and they feel confident going into the battle, and that's why they win. Or they lose, but they get the confidence boost because they finally know what to work before the tag tournament. So it's two completely different scenarios that can lead to the same conclusion, but you don't know which one to go. So I don't like that about the episode, and that honestly knocked it down a little bit, because I've said this a lot in the past, in past reviews that I've done, that I don't like inconclusive shit in Pokemon. I don't like it. So it would be hypocritical of me to not point it out in this episode, because it happens and it's very like prominent in when it happens. So I didn't like it. Quaxley's the GOAT, okay? Highlight of the whole episode is just Quaxley being cool. And that's pretty much it for this episode. They did a whole interview at the end just to show us some Tsundere part again, because like Dot is interviewing the girls like, oh, you and your partner were super in sync, and she's like, no, I don't like him. And she's like, but I was talking about Twirly. And I'm like, oh yeah, we're also in sync. So I don't know why they have to throw another Tsundere gag in there for no fucking reason, but that's besides the point, okay? So I think that's pretty much it for this episode. I'm going to head off to the next one and hopefully catch up at some point, because it's a lot. It's been a lot. I've done a lot of videos, and editing them is going to be a pain in the ass. But as soon as I think I've mentioned this before, I'm trying to watch all the episodes, try to make the review after I finish watching the episode, and then have them all lined up so I can start editing them back to back to back, so they can upload back to back to back. But that's besides the point. You guys don't care about that. I'm going to leave it off here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. I've been your boy, SoresanCrockxen, and I'll see you guys in future videos, streams, shorts, and everything in between.